Hello, Team Redstone. This is Reinwald, Chief of Physical Security. I'm glad to be here today. I want to talk to you about some of our gate operations. But first, I'd like to introduce our new Chief of Guards, Mr. Jonathan Arcand. He's recently arrived here from Fort Carson, Colorado, to take over and oversee the guard forces here. If you want to say a few words.
I'm just glad to be part of the team. I've been here for almost 3 months now and thoroughly enjoyed my experience so far here and look forward to keeping everybody safe and secure on Redstone.
All right, thank you, Chief. So first, I'd like to start off by saying thank you to all of our customers out there for your patience and work with our guards out at the gates. We definitely appreciate it. Since the beginning of the year, we've had a significant increase in the number of vehicles and personnel that are coming on the installation, and unfortunately, during that same time, we haven't had any increase in our actual guard force. Chief Arcand will discuss what we're doing to try and fix that a little bit later in our briefing here. So first, I'd like to talk about a couple of concerns we have with people coming through our gates. So far this quarter, starting in January, we've identified 5 individuals attempting to bring illegal drugs and 3 that had unauthorized weapons or firearms in their vehicles. We're working right now on coming up and just about surpassing last quarter's numbers for this. We're only halfway through this quarter. So I'd like to remind everyone that Redstone Arsenal is a federal installation, and firearms and drugs are not authorized to be brought onto the installation. There's only 3 reasons why you can bring a firearm onto the installation, and that is if you live on post, if you're coming on post to go hunting, at which time you must be registered with the MWR, or if you're coming on to go to either the NASA range or the FBI range. At any time, though, those weapons have to be registered with the Redstone Police Department in order for you to bring them on post. Now, one of the things is if you do get caught bringing a firearm on post, you are subject to a mandatory magistrate court appearance, and potentially you could be fined or have your weapon confiscated or end up in jail. So please, if you don't need to bring it on, don't bring it on to the installation. The other thing I'd like to talk about is the ID cards. So the Army regulation requires that our guards actually physically take possession of the access credential being presented. This is so that our guards can do several things. One, they can verify that it is an actual ID card, it's not a photocopy, it's not damaged, and then it's not expired. So we implemented this at the beginning of the year. We have taken the last couple of months, a month and a half or so, to evaluate that program and what was going on with it, and we've listened to the comments coming from our customers. So what we are going to do now in response to that is between the hours of 6 a.m. and 9 a.m., which is our peak hours where most people are coming through, the guards are no longer going to be physically handling the ID card. So at that point, we just need you to present the ID card with the barcode so our guards can scan it with the AIE hand scanner. Okay. After 9 a.m., though, the guards will go back to physically handling the ID card. This is only being put in place so that we can kind of improve throughput and get you on post a little bit quicker. Now, speaking of our AIE system, the AIE system is an IT system. So there are times where the system may be down, communication, software, power, hardware issues. If our system is down, when you come up and present your driver's license, the guard is going to ask you for a second form of ID, such as your common access card, a PIV card, NASA employee badge, or if you're a contractor, vendor, or visitor, that paper pass that you were issued when you registered at our visitor center. All those documents have all the information the guard needs in order to make an access determination for you. Finally, I would also like to remind everybody that anybody coming on post is subject to the random anti-terrorism measures program inspection. What that means is that randomly we will select a vehicle coming through our gates to be inspected. If you are selected for an inspection, what you will need to be able to do is provide a photo ID for all the adults 18 years of age and older that are in your vehicle, the vehicle registration, vehicle insurance. The guards will then ask you to exit the vehicle and open up all the doors, the hood, the trunk, and any internal compartments that are in the vehicle. The guard will then conduct an inspection of both the interior and exterior of the vehicle, and once that inspection is done, you'll close everything up and then you'll be on your way. Again, this is part of the Random Anti-Terrorism Measures Program. It's a program that's required. It's just here to keep you guys safe and keep the installation secure. We did have a question in reference to Gate 7. So Gate 7 has some issues. The area outside of Gate 7 has built up over the last few years, and we've got a lot more traffic accessing the installation through Gate 7 than the gate was actually designed for. Got to remember, Gate 7 was built long before the area outside built up. So it's not really designed for the amount of traffic that's coming through that area anymore. So we are looking at it. We are working hard to make sure that we've got enough guards out there, keep all 3 lanes open during the peak hours so that we can get you through as quickly as possible. Again, we appreciate your patience with us while we go through these changes and while we try and make and adjust for the increase in traffic that is coming on the installation. Finally, for me, for those of our customers that are utilizing facial recognition or the RFID lanes at our gates, please remember you take all directions in those lanes from the guard. The guard is going to give you hand and arm signals to signify whether you can just continue driving through. It's going to give you a thumbs up, or if he needs you to stop so that he can check your ID or somebody else's ID in your vehicle, he's going to give you the known sign, the flat palm towards you saying stop. Okay, so please watch what the guards are telling you. Please abide by their directions, and we shouldn't have any issues out there. So at this time, I'm going to turn you back over to Chief Arcand, who will talk a little bit about this past hiring event and what we're doing to try and get more guards on our force.
Glad to be here. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the hiring event we just had a couple weeks ago, and it turned out better than we expected. At first, we were looking at possibly 100 to 200 people. We had well over probably 800 to 900 people show up. Just the guard force side, we did 76 interviews, and we had selected 18 from those interviews to start the process of applying and being part of the team. Currently, as it stands up today, we have had 2 people that were selected to get a tentative job offer in the future. We are scrubbing the list, and we're going through with CPAC's assistance and USA staffing. We always tell you, always apply on usajobs.gov. It's super simple to set up a profile, and then once you set up that profile, you can upload your resume, if you're prior military, your DD-214, your VA letter, all the stuff you need, and you can actually set up daily emails that will go ahead and send you an email every morning with all the new jobs that are opening, to include the guard force. It's a great place to work, it's a great place to live, and the people here are amazing.